Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm using watercolor to paint an apple, slowly building up the layers and creating lots of relaxing paint and brush sounds as I go. So I'll start off with a little bit of vermilion, nice and vibrant. I've mixed up some yellow ochre with Indian yellow, brushing that in for some golden earthy tones. I think that sits next to the red quite well. I'm going to add water to that and see how those colours blend together. I'll firm that up with more of that lovely golden yellow colour. Let's add some more vermilion to that. Start building up the layers. Sweeping the brush in with little vertical marks, creating a sort of grain-like texture. And I'm going to try and keep some empty space to the right there, a little spot where the light hits. A few more marks with yellow ochre, just to pull back the red a tad. Some more licks of yellow. Maybe some sap green too. Not much, just a flick here and there to sit with the yellow tones. I heard apples are almost 25% air, which is part of why they make that crunchy sound when you bite into them. It's thousands of tiny cell structures breaking and releasing pressure all at once. I'm going to use a bit of water to soften things up around this light spot here. Those colours seem to be working well together, so I'll start to add a bit more depth, darkening things up a little bit by mixing ultramarine with some of that red vermilion colour. slowly start adding even more ultramarine in there now, picking out a few areas where I want those darker tones to sit. Splash in a bit of water. I really like how that's all melting together. It's giving the skin a sort of waxy, apple-like quality. Let's add more ultramarine in there for a bit more weight. I'll drop a little shadow into this dip where the stem emerges. And while we're here, let's paint in the stem too. I'll cover it with yellow ochre. A delicate touch of sap green along the left edge. And ultramarine for the shading. Now the light shining in from the right over here, so I reckon the shadow should be cast down to the left. I'm going to start that off with cyan. Splodge in some of the vermilion and ultramarine from earlier. Blend those together. Sharing those colours from the apple helps the shadow to feel a bit more connected. Now let's darken it further with ultramarine. A bit of water to feather that out. and a little indigo at the base will help to bed that in. I think it's nearly there now. A few finishing touches to help it along. Some Indian yellow, following the grain. I'll clean up this edge over here using a little bit of water and gently dab in. Let's enhance the grain even further with a few more licks of vermilion. And there we have it, a rather rustic looking apple. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.